What's good, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Unfocused. Today we have Jan back in the house.
Hello.
And we got a pretty exciting episode today as we're going to be talking about the emergence of super fast delivery services in the tech startup scene. We have a few that we're going to run through, and we're going to give our opinion on the brand. And I think we've got an extra special little thing that we're going to do, which is going to be, I think, a little bit surprising halfway through. Let's see how that goes. But yeah, without further ado, I think we should jump straight into these tech startups.
Yeah. So just to give a little background, so there's this big story at the moment about on-demand supermarkets. It's crazy. So I think every big VC investment company is somehow trying to get involved in this whole topic. And I mean, just to give an example, right now they are like in just in Paris, London, and Berlin. There are like 12 teams working on pretty much the same product. So we thought, okay, since this is like the hottest story, the hottest topic at the moment, yeah, let's look at these companies not from like the business side or the financial side. So we want to actually look at the brand side, because it's such a competitive market. So we think, the brand can actually make a big difference in this battle.
I actually have a question for you, just to kind of give some context. What's the difference between an app like, let's say, Lieferando or a supermarket, where you can, order your food in advance? What's the difference? Because it's a similar kind of sector. They're delivering food, but what differentiates these apps from the other ones that are available at the moment?
So I think the biggest difference is the speed. Yeah, the time they deliver, because Lieferando, for example, you give your order to the restaurant. The restaurant needs to prepare the food, and then somebody picks it up and brings it to your house.
Normally around about half an hour delivery window.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also you could order food before, yeah? But then it usually was, I don't know, some cooperation with the supermarket, and then somebody went there, picked it up, or they had like a delivery truck service which drove through the neighborhood and then brought everything, his groceries. But this right now is you look into your fridge, you see, oh shit, I'm missing, there's no butter. Yeah. Then you grab your phone, say, here, look, butter. Okay, then I order some bananas and some milk too. And bam, and within they all promise, nearly every of these competitors promise to deliver within 10 minutes.
Yes, it's a real sweet spot at the moment that these guys are targeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Let's jump straight into the first one. How many were we going through today?
4.
All right, cool.
Yeah, as I said, there are like, I don't know, 20 or maybe even more worldwide right now.
Moment. Yeah.
But we look at 4, and because also a very early stage, also brand-wise. So we're talking about an MVP, like a very minimum viable brand for a lot of them. Mm-hmm. But some already they have taken their brand to another level to differentiate and be distinctive. And
but it's super early, right? It's super early at the moment.
Yeah, some. I mean, there are some who are a bit longer on the market. For example, the first company we look at is GoPuff. So this is actually, I don't know. There are 2 companies, one in Turkey and GoPuff from the US, who are the first who actually built this business model and did it and proved that it's working. Yeah, I mean, just to give you some numbers. So they just raised $380 million.
That's
in October. So that's already like a serious number, I would say. And yeah, let's look at them. I mean, there's for GoPuff, because there's in the US, we couldn't really try the app or something, but we have some screenshots from the app and
with a VPN, but I think it would probably take longer than 10 minutes to arrive, right?
Yeah, it might take a while.
Okay.
So that's their logo, GoPuff. What do you think about the name?
Well, I mean, I think we mentioned this very loosely. As always, we don't talk about this beforehand because we love to, just have this quick fire reaction from each other. But we did mention this, or we mentioned the name, and GoPuff for me just is, I don't know, it makes me think of a bunch of stoners sat on the couch with the munchies, to be honest. I think GoPuff is obviously, it's from like the puff from an exhaust pipe, I would imagine. It means it's speedy, it's on its way.
Okay.
But puff is also puff puff pass as well. And I don't know, I just I have that association with this. I'm not feeling the name, to be quite honest.
Yeah, because I have no association at all.
Okay.
I mean, there's some German meaning for puff, but that's something else.
That's for another video.
We're not going to this. But yeah, I had no idea what this. Okay, but it's about speed, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The puff, I would say, the puff from an exhaust pipe, the acceleration of something, like, yeah. We're on our way.
Okay.
Hence why we have these arrows as well, and this kind of fluid, floaty kind of font where it looks like everything's kind of moving in different directions.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to kind of maybe represent streets somehow. I'm not sure.
There's not much I can interpretate into this, to be honest. It looks for me. It looks like, okay, they have like this tech blue, I would call it, which obviously, yeah, it's a tech company, so they have tech blue, and yeah.
And from a technical perspective, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
you ain't going to shrink that thing down.
No,
there ain't no responsive behavior behind this logo. To be honest.
Yeah, and it has something young and modern to me. So this is like my first impression, but I wouldn't say it's a great logo. It's
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, here we can see actually some screens. So how does the app look like? I mean, I assume they all pretty much work the same. I think technically maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some app which is super nice and much better to use. But when I look at just the images, they look pretty similar to me, all of them.
I mean, I'm wondering how much these are actually custom built, these apps. I mean, with companies like, I know especially in Hamburg, we have Wonder Mobility, who are building white label solutions for apps. So basically off-the-shelf solutions. That you can then apply to different products. I know, like when the scooter thing was pretty big, a lot of the startups went and just took an off-the-shelf solution to actually get themselves going. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a similar thing with maybe some tweaks here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does look pretty standard. And I don't know, we've not had a chance to use this product, so we can't really say. But from what I see, it looks very busy.
Yeah, but also since this is like one of the original companies, there are. So I looked at more than just these 4 companies we look at today, and there are a lot of companies who look very close to this.
Okay.
So there's like a lot of copycats.
Yeah, from my research as well, I have seen that the market looks very similar across most of what's going on.
Yeah, but obviously it's just, it should work and be like easy to use and easy to find what you're looking for. So here we have some screenshots from the website, which does not play a huge role within the concept, but I just thought it makes to get an idea about the brand and how they see it.
This also raises a question for me as well, like MVP, MVB. Like, obviously the idea behind an MVP is to get things first to market, to be quick to iterate. We've talked about this before on the channel. MVB as well, we've done a video. When they're both together, it's difficult because I think there should be a sense of quality, right? I think it's great just to get things out there and test to see if it works. But at some point, pretty quickly, you have to build to, and I think you do have the chance as well, to deliver to market with a certain standard. And this stuff for me already looks very, very generic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm imagining that like there's more of the stuff that we're going to be seeing is going to be playing out in a very similar way. It doesn't have to be like that.
No, yeah, we have other examples which prove that it doesn't have to be like that. Yeah, I would just point out like positively that I kind of like how they present like in the header the images with the strong shadows. That's pretty hip at the moment. So
yeah, I'll give it that.
Nice imagery.
And we have definitely diversity, which we are a big champion on this channel for. So seeing inclusion in the people who are represented in the communication is positive, right? So there's definitely a plus for that.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, I mean, icons are solid.
Yeah, there's all the stuff, there's all the bits and pieces, but I leave my my opinion right until the end. Let's see.
Okay, this is just some more campaign which stood out from all the other stuff. I could find the collaboration with Russell Dickerson, some musician.
Okay.
You know him?
Nope.
No, you didn't listen to the latest Russell Dickerson album?
I'm afraid not.
Yeah, me neither. I have no idea.
All right.
I like his haircut, actually. Anyway, some more modern kind of graphics, a bit more playful. But this is just like a campaign or something. So this is not like the overall brand looks like. But you see the color scheme works within that as well. It was the blue and some yellow. And all right. And then I have here, which is something pretty cool. So I found this video because I think it's just about the Americans. They're good in making TV commercials. And since this is like a grown company, they have also invested in some TV commercials.
About the cheese, about the sweets, ain't no shoes, wrap the sheets. About to crunch, about to lunch, hit up GoPuff, then I munch. Got no plan, tap, tap, tap on my doorstep. For my mans, for the fans, ride or die, we for the and anything you need, and everything you want. For my mans, for the fans, ride or die, we for the and anything you need, and everything you want. For my mans, for the fans, ride or die, we for the same. Michael Takis got me talking like I got no time. Pieces sweet like Grandy, damn, I gotta run. Lennon and Jerry always got me lick 'em in the tub. Booby gushing on some cherry, damn, he be the one. Now I got that pirate booty, ooh, you think you thought you knew me? Every time I gram crack it, perfect kick, gram snap it. Flip flopping cannot choose, but with GoPuff cannot lose. This or that or that or this, yeah, you know they got the move. Anything you need, and everything you want.
All right. So I have to say that is the power of branding, right? And I think the branding is a sum of all parts, right? So when everything comes together, and if you just look at a logo and try and, formulate a bigger picture just based on the logo, you can give your opinion like we did on how we see the logo being crafted and stuff like this. But, on this channel, we're all about talking about the bigger picture. And I think you can hear that from my voice and my excitement, seeing this Cardi B kind of tribute act somewhat. I like it. I think now it becomes a bit more memorable. They can definitely do some work on their logo, but when we're talking about a brand and something that I'm gonna tell somebody about, it's memorable, it's shareable. That hits a little sweet spot for me. I quite like that.
Yeah, pretty cool spot.
Oh.
I like that too.
Nice comeback. Nice comeback with that one. That's cool.
Yes, that was GoPuff. And now we go and jump into Gorillas. I think for us, maybe the easiest company to talk about because
it's a bit closer to home, right?
We used it. So it's around. So we can use the service here, and it's much more to find also media about this. So yeah, I mean, just some quick information. So founded in Berlin 2020, so actually last year. Their speed promise is within 10 minutes they deliver everything. And in last December they just got 44 million Series A funding. But I just heard that just in February just 1 month ago they again raised 100 million.
Okay.
So
wow.
the people getting crazy about
okay.
this company.
Well, I have to say, if they've been given this much money or invested in, I'm feeling kind of thirsty. I wouldn't mind a beer, to be quite honest, but we do not have any beers in the house. Why don't we give Gorillas a little shout, shall we?
Yeah. So
well, let's test the product.
Let's test the product.
All right. Okay. So what do we have here?
So I go into the app now. Did it? Some beer, right?
Yep. I would like a craft beer.
Like
IPA, mate, for me.
Okay.
What do they have?
I don't know, you are the beer expert.
I'm going to go with a punk.
Punk?
Yeah, punk IPA.
Where is it?
Here.
Brewdog.
Yeah, Brewdog.
Okay, 2 of them.
Yes, please, sir.
Check out. So you pay, it's actually not much more expensive than if you go to the supermarket.
Okay.
It's just an additional fee of €1.80
and they
for the delivery.
10 minutes, right? Within 10 minutes.
Yeah, 8 minutes.
Let's put 10 minutes on the clock.
Hold on.
Okay.
Maybe you entertain the people and
I have to observing passwords right now.
To put in my my payment details again.
Okay.
Which is weird because you have to do it with PayPal every time. But
so I have actually used this service myself, and I think we're going to go a little bit deeper into it. I have had a very, very good experience with the product itself. I haven't necessarily delved deeper into the brand, and this is actually something that I'm super interested in talking to you about when you finish ordering something. Because it also raises a question of how important. Oh, okay. Let's get 10 minutes on the clock then. All right. 10 minutes on the clock. Let's see what happens. I have also questioned myself a little bit here, like how much, from a visual perspective, does brand play a role? Because I didn't come into communication with any kind of visual before actually using it. It was a recommendation to me. I was in the situation where I needed something. I downloaded the app, boom, and it came.
Yeah. I had the same experience. It was just working pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, the brand, again, as we said before, is an overall package, so it's the entire thing, right? So it's, if you fulfill your promise, if you're a great brand, you look fantastic, but you just don't fulfill your promise, then yeah, there's a serious problem there. You're going to lose trust. But I already have trust in this product. Let's see if they perform today. But yeah, let's jump into the actual visual, because it's one of the first times that I've really seen the visual, so I can really have some kind of association. And maybe a lot of people don't actually get to see this stuff.
Yeah. So here we have like an overview of like pretty much everything. So they have this pretty bold, loud logo, which I mean a white font in a red box. You always have to think about Supreme when you see stuff like this. But it's still it has this some individuality to it, so it doesn't look like Supreme. I like it somehow. I mean, I like the name. So the name is actually pretty cool. Gorillas. It's definitely different because all the others are like I don't know. There's something with groceries or or Go or Speed or something like this.
It did previously have a name similar to that, but I cannot remember the name of the previous app. And the guy who founded it changed it himself.
Yeah, goodies and fast goodies or something.
That was it, something like that. Yeah.
So Gorillas it's a cool name. I mean, they have no actual gorilla like visual, But I think that's okay for me.
Apart from on their Instagram, they do.
Yeah.
There are gorilla hands and bananas.
Okay. I haven't seen this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw some pictures that they ride around with like gorilla costumes.
So there are gorillas.
But they said they're not doing it anymore because the kids and babies were like
terrified.
By
Yeah. But the founder, actually, just before we jump into it, has also had quite an impact on me because shout out to OMR podcast. We both listened to a podcast from the founder of the app, and we both found him very, very sympathetic, really, really genuine guy, and we definitely wish him all the well. I mean, he's doing his determination of how he started this is, it's rags to riches. It's brilliant. He tells his story. Check out the podcast. I won't go too much into it. Where he was trying to work out what he needed to do, and there was a €5 note kind of flew around and landed on his leg, and he saw this as a sign, and he was like, okay, I need to go and do this now. So he took this €5 note, went home, told his wife, we're going to start Gorillas, or what it became, and turned his living room into a warehouse. And this is where the story started. I think that's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that's the cool thing. It's not that he, has the concept and was running around for finding investors. He just did it, and building it out of his living room, actually. So
yeah, that's wicked. Really, really nice.
That's a nice story. Okay, back to the visual part. So I mean, the app itself is pretty simple, and also I would say similar to what we saw on GoPuff. But it definitely has a more younger, modern appeal to it. Like like this bold, grotesque capital letter font. The bright logo, the big G, and then also the high contrast they create with a lot of black and white.
Yeah, I like it as well.
I mean, there's not much right now to see, so they are not really playing around with the elements. But I see that you could really make cool stuff with these elements.
But in comparison, I mean, GoPuff was good in the end, but right off the bat, obviously, I have a story, so I have an affinity towards this product or this brand because I now know the backstory. Okay, there we go. Keep these people entertained.
That was between 5 and 6 minutes, actually. Pretty quick, I have to say. Okay, I keep on talking about gorillas. So next chart, we're just looking at some UI, some screens, but again, nothing really exciting here. I think the next thing which is pretty interesting is actually the uniform they have. So I will talk with Paul about this as well because I know he also has an opinion on that. I think they look really cool. And actually the founder said in the podcast that because everyone else is like, if you look at the other delivery companies, they put their stuff in like really bright colored, loud clothing, which might make sense in terms of safety, because somebody who has like a bright orange jacket is definitely better seen than somebody with a like completely black on black outfit. So this is the safety issue, I would say. I don't know, maybe there's like a lot of reflection stuff on their clothes. But Paul comes back. Here we go.
Crazy. We have. Look at that. That was incredible. We have two. Not sponsored. Although we're open for sponsorship, especially when it's beer. We have. Thank you. Dankeschön from Gorillas. Nice little touch. And we have some sweets.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Some sugared almonds or something. All right. Fantastic.
Nice. So we saved that beer for. We open it at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So this was between. We have to check again after we finish this video. But it was between 5 and 6 minutes. They delivered.
Incredible. Yeah.
So I was just talking about the uniform.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion on that?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's black, and I like black, and I think it's pretty good for the demographic to have something that is the demographic when it comes to the people that they want to work for them. They want a certain type of person, and I know I don't want to be driving around if I was working for like Lee Ferrando, for example, with a big Lee Ferrando thing. It just is not cool. I think they're trying to create a little bit of hype. I think they do it okay. I think it's quite nice. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean that's what they actually wanted. They wanted the riders to feel comfortable riding around with this clothing and not feel like a riding commercial. Like if you might feel if you wear like a bright orange outfit from another company. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but again, safety issues might be.
Yeah, I have my German colleague with me. Yeah, safety first. Yeah,
safety first.
Okay, I would be wearing black, but okay. On to the next.
Yeah, here's just how the website looks. I mean, it's pretty consistent to what we've seen before. It's simple, but
and black.
It's cool. High contrast, simple, grotesque font. Italic.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's
cool.
It's cool.
And also the founder said that he wants really to create this culture around this brand. So I don't know. I just heard that they playing techno music within their stores, and just to have like a cool like energy within the whole team.
Yeah, man.
All right, so this was Gorillas from Germany, from Berlin. Actually, the founder is from Turkey, and Turkey is where also one of the like the first brands who did this business concept comes from. So it's Getir from Turkey. They actually founded this company back in 2015.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So they have also same promise, 10 minutes delivery. They also just raised 128 millions in their Series B. So there's also a lot of money going in there, and they're growing as well.
Apparently, in Turkish culture as well, service culture it's a big thing. Again, just going back to the interview, which I thought was really, really nice. He talks about if you're in a restaurant, for example, and you want a cigarette. What they will do is they'll send somebody to the kiosk, they'll buy a packet of cigarettes, they'll come back, they'll open it, and I know they'll present it on like a golden pillow or something to you, So immediately the value is increased, and that's just from, I mean, it's minimal cost, it's just human effort, but that's just the overall experience, right? That's what we love. We want to feel special, and it's just kind of recycling something and making it even more premium and exciting. That's a big thing there.
Yeah, that's where it comes from. So Getir from Istanbul, I guess. That's the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's it's this like very rounded font.
Reminds me of like a Euro store or a Poundland.
Yeah.
Or something.
I think it definitely looks like if they are talking to a wider group of people, let's say. Yeah. So I guess like Gorillas is definitely more for younger, like more hipster kind of people. It's also where they open their first shops. And here this looks more like a mass market grocery.
But maybe you're about to prove me wrong, right? When I see the entire brand together. It's a cool video, or all right.
Yeah, here's just one view on the app. I mean, no they all look the same. So the service looks pretty much the same. Again, the usability might be different. Maybe you can make a difference within the app if you have a really good usable app.
One thing that I liked about Gorillas is their choice. Yeah, the products that they're actually have chosen. They've very much specifically tailored them to make them very accessible. And they actually looked at other products like supermarket apps, for example, and quite possibly this one when I look at it. And the choice is just too big, right? You want to be able to make very quick and easy choices to be able to get to where you want to, get it done, order, boom, and you have it like we had it in like a few minutes. Here, I can order dog biscuits, earphones, shampoo, all sorts of crazy batteries. I can't remember the last time I was like, I need some batteries right now.
Oh, that could happen.
Yeah,
if you have
okay.
an Xbox or, just your gamepad is running out of...
Yeah, I mean, this was when was
battery.
this? 2015, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe wireless was not a thing then. Okay. Anyway, you have a video for us.
Yes. It's a short one.
Çıtır çıtır patates var, yanında ketçap yok. Olur mu? Olmaz. Neyse ki Getir var. Getir'de mutluluk var. Patatesler soğumadan kal ve ketçabını sipariş et, dakikalar içinde getirelim.
Getir bir mutluluk, getir bir mutluluk, getir bir mutluluk, getir.
Okay, yeah, you sold me. You absolutely sold me. I don't know, that was crazy, man. What was that all about?
I mean, yeah, I find it pretty funny, to be honest.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's mine. He was sitting there with his French fries and was running out of ketchup. So I don't think I need to explain. You got it.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did it. Yeah, again, it's just more mass market. It's for everybody, I would say. Here, another look at the app.
Illustrations, quite nice.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
I mean, when I look at this looks, it has something.
Yeah, photography is a little bit, doesn't really connect with the rest of the brand.
Yeah.
A little bit Getty, very, very stocky. Strange. Yeah, okay. Yeah, again, for me, it just looks a bit like off the shelf. Just nice. Nice illustrations. Yeah, I'm a big lover of using illustrations to solve difficult problems or to ease anxiety. Obviously, when something goes wrong, when you have a dead end in an app experience, definitely helps. I think it's really cool. Okay, purple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog
so
biscuits.
It looks also they're riding with scooters, not with bikes. Yeah, but okay, purple and yellow, and then this type logo. Yeah, that's everything we know about Getir. We had no chance to use it. We couldn't use the app, and yeah. All right, and then the last company is called Wheezy. And I think they're not. I think that's more like a smaller company right now. They just raised 20 million in their latest Series A investment round. But I also decided that we talk about them because they already did like a little rebranding. So they came from this red logo to the new one. This is like how they looked before.
To be honest, both are not offensive. Actually, both okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and as we can see here, when we look at some screens, mobile screens, they have like a really distinctive look to them compared to like the other 20 companies I looked at, which all looks a bit like GoPuff and even much more rudimental than GoPuff. But I think, Wheezy, they have definitely like a distinctive look, which I actually really like too.
Yep, me too. Yep, I like it.
It's more like farmers market kind of.
That's
kind
exactly
of thing.
the words I wanted to use. Marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also not much to find. They have a website, some screens from the app. I think they basically operate in London. Yeah, but I like the color choice. I like the typography. It's still pretty, I would say, early stage. Also the brand.
Yeah, I mean, the thing here for me is it doesn't say high octane, all right? And I think that's something that Gorillas, again, does pretty well. It does feel like they're coming, right? Like there's a sense of urgency there. It's like, we're ready for you. And you see the faces of the people, right? And I think, they really elevate their riders as being their heroes somewhat. And I think that's really super cool. And to do that here, I'm missing a bit of this. It's farmers market, but it's like a lazy Sunday farmers market, right? And that's where the brand seems to go. It's not offensive. I like it. I like the color palette. I like the way that they approach illustration. Nice and simple, all on trend. But I've run out of spaghetti. Do I reach for Wheezy? Are they going to be here in 10 minutes? So for me, just experiencing this for the first time, there's not that sense of urgency.
Yeah, that's true. So okay. So for what they are offering and what they're doing, then maybe, okay, cool. I mean, then I think, because this is also the last competitor we looked at, we thought we make maybe like a little ranking, or maybe we put it like this. So if we were investors, because they are like all investors from all over the world are putting money into this, on which of these company would we bet? Which one? I mean, there's obviously a lot. It's not just the brand, and how they look like. It's also a lot the business model, how fast they are, how quick can they grow, and how many stores can they open within a short amount of time. This is very important at the moment, but we look more from we look at the brands and say, okay, where would we invest our money in?
Okay,
you first, please.
Yeah, sure. Well, to be honest, like it's hard to say because we're talking about different countries here. So I think, from my perspective, there's much more potential within Europe because the cities are smaller, right? Of course, you have London, you have the big capital cities, you have London, Berlin, Paris, and such like. But you have the surrounding areas, and you also have the suburbs within inside of those big cities. So it's easier, I think, to be able to get these things maybe up and running and happening a lot quicker. Whereas maybe it's not the same. Like there's exponential growth because the cities are so close to each other in a way, right? As compared geographically to America, right? I don't know how, if once you're out of the bigger cities, how you can facilitate the smaller parts, to move from city to city. Mm-hmm. I don't know. So I can only talk from a European perspective.
And from a brand perspective.
From a brand perspective as well. I have to got my investor hat and my brand designer hat on as well. Well, I think, I've bigged up Gorillas throughout this whole video, and they brought me a punk IPA. So it's definitely a Gorillas for me. I'm putting my money on Gorillas.
Okay. If you rank them, what's your second and third option?
I think I'd just put my money into Gorillas. I don't know if
all of them.
I put everything. Yeah.
Go all in on Gorillas.
I'm going all in.
Okay. Yeah. That's brave. That's bold as Gorillas, yeah. Okay. I agree. Gorillas for me. I mean, maybe it's also because we had already this experience and we listened to the founder, which I mean, this also, he really verkörpert, what does it mean in English? He really represents his brand, know, and you can really feel what he's trying to build there. So this was also like maybe one thing which, so Gorillas, yeah, definitely. I would put all my investment in, not all of them. I would put 80% in Gorillas and 20% in Wheezy.
Okay. 20% Wheezy. Okay, interesting. Yeah. All right, cool. Then actually, before we go, let's get this beer open. We might as well while we're while we're at it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget, as always, to like, comment if you agree with us or disagree with you. Disagree with us. We always want to.
You're too excited about
yeah,
the beer.
I know. I just want to have some beer. We're always interested in hearing about what you guys think about this stuff. And if you have anything, any brands that you'd like to see us review, don't forget to leave that in the comments also. And yeah, one last thing, please subscribe, like. As well as commenting as well. It really helps us to grow the channel and to make content like this for you guys. So, yeah, cheers, man.
Thanks.
Cheers, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Not bad.
You never.